welcome back to the Ask People series. This is episode 11, and this week I ask everyone what they most fear in life. So without further ado, let's get to it.
Hey, hi, my name's Adam.
Hi, I'm Anita.
Hi, I'm Campbell.
Hi there, my name is Cameron Gibson.
Hi, I'm Hannes.
Hi, I'm Jamie Stewart.
Hi, my name is Jonathan.
Hi, my name is Marine.
Hi, I'm Paul Reagan.
Hi, my name is Sophia.
Hey everyone, my name is T-Kid.
What do I fear in life? Fear, if I'm being honest, will probably be fear to disappoint myself. Because I think when you're talking about what you expect out of yourself, you kind of don't know what you expect because there's just so much. And maybe you kind of fail in one of those things and you feel like you disappoint your whole life. So we're just really hard on ourselves. But I think my biggest fear is to disappoint myself. You know, people always say like, oh, when you're at 50, you're going to think about what you've not done rather than the things that you have done. But then you're like in the moment, you're thinking like, what is the thing that I'm supposed to be doing that I won't regret in 30, 40 years? You don't know. You kind of hold that against yourself where you just know, but you don't. And no, that's all right. It's okay to be scared of that.
What do you fear in life?
I had a bit of a think about this one. And I really felt I don't fear much at all anymore. I think as a child, my God, I feared everything. I was very, very fearful child. I was fearful constantly of being kidnapped. I really had I thought I'd be bundled in a car. Couldn't imagine what would happen next or why, because I was just like a middle-class kid. I wasn't like a millionaire's kid or something. Just being kidnapped generally. There we go. Yeah, very, very fearful and very fearful of other people and what they might say and think. And that kind of does bad things to your head. And then as I was like in the teenage years, coming to a realization that I was gay in a straight world, you then have lots of fears about that. And again, that's so that you feel every microaggression towards you, and you are constantly hyper vigilant about how you sound and how you look and how you dress and what you say and what you like, how you stand in the queue waiting to go into a classroom. Hyper vigilant. So very, very fearful. But you know, I've done the coming out. I've been through homelessness and drug addiction, and I've come out to my parents, to my family, as having been a drug user, and I had to come out as gay, obviously, and then tell people that I was HIV positive and everything. Just so I feel as though I'm a bit, and then be open with people about mental health as well. So, you know what? They know I'm a loon. I'm going to show them how much of a loon I am. I've got a piece of paper that says he is a loon. What type of loon? So I'm just like, do you know what? To live in fear is a diminished life. I think I'm just done with that. And I think I did a lot of the comings out in order to remove ammunition from other people. So that I would control that and say, yep, absolutely. and of course, if I'd known back as a kid in secondary school in the 80s, the power of just owning your truth, because what could they have done? I think I wasn't really beaten up at school, but I was like spat on and pushed around and picked up at once. And that was all because I might be gay, you know. But I think I might have actually held more power if they'd gone, oh, you're gay, and I would have gone, yes, I am. So what? What are you going to do now? There's literally, you have no comeback. yes, I'm gay. Well done. Unfortunately, they would probably come back with all sorts of things about HIV and stuff like that, which is complete ignorance. But ignorance and fear thrive in the dark, and so if you turn the light on, just there's nowhere for it to hide. And I think sometimes I worry about it now. If I'm on the bus or something, because it's an echo of fears of years ago. What if somebody had a go on the bus? And I'd be like, fuck it. I would just lay into them. I would just like, not physically, but verbally. And I think I'm also ready. I'm sort of geared up to do the same if somebody comes out with any racist bullshit to somebody else on the bus. I'd be like, yes, I could use all my white privilege and just go, shut the fuck up, sit down, and just like befriend the person who was of an ethnic minority and just go, are you okay? How are you doing? I'm doing good. And just try and normalize a relationship with a white person but make it positive and go, yeah, they are a twat, don't worry. It's not you, it's them. So I don't think I fear very much at all.
Ooh, what do I fear in life? So for the longest time, what I feared in life was somehow not living up to potential. And it's this vicious cycle that I definitely have. I think some other people have as well, which is like, I'm cut from the cloth of God. I'm utterly worthless. What am I even doing? What am I having for dinner? I'm cut from the cloth of God, right? And it's this cycle of like, I could do so much, but I suck. But I don't suck that much. It's okay to suck. Forget about it. I suck so much, right? So it's that whole cycle. And to that extent, like my fear, if you will, is to do something that's not worth doing, right? So going all the way back to this first question, not reaching success in the sense that I'm doing something I feel is worth doing. So, for me, that would be like, as a data scientist, you can fairly easily get jobs in real estate, building data models. You can make a lot of money that way. I would be bored out of my fucking mind and I would hate it. So I would feel that would be a failure. So I guess I fear failure.
Question 11. What do you fear in life?
I think like not in the way I've just mentioned it before there, but like redundancy. So like not being able to be useful, like having no use. Nothing worse than being sat in a corner being told you can't help with a situation or do something or offer anything. So I would say being useless is probably there's not many things that scare me, as it were, especially there's like a fear. So I think that would probably be
So I think learning from 2020, it would maybe be stagnation or stalling. Because 2020 was really difficult for not knowing what to do when you're sort of put in a vacuum on your own. Like when you take away all the different parts of your life, you don't really know what's left. So that feeling of like not knowing what you're doing, not having anything to do, not knowing what to do next, and not learning anything, that sort of like stagnation really got to me. So I think I'll have to pick that.
Oof, that's that question. I feel a lot of things. I can't lie. I'm not. I'll put my pride aside. Oh, spiders is a big thing in there. Nah, honestly, no. On a serious note, no. I just fear, I fear the world going into a direction like we're talking about, like the negativity. I don't want to be all. I'm not a politician or anything. I don't want to move into politics, but some countries are kind of going in a direction where even the people in their own countries don't even know where they're going to be in the next year, like, job wise, or, where, if the families are going to stay in the same houses. So I do feel like the way things are going, especially in the last year, a lot of countries are having beef, and, there's all this kind of confusion, the whole Brexit thing, and Scotland wanting to leave the UK. I just want everything to everyone to live in peace and harmony, so we could just, live a good life. I don't want no World War III's going on. Yeah.
I fear a lot of things in life. Life is possibly one of them. But like beyond I think kind of maybe not trivial things, but beyond kind of like expected things, like fear of snakes, or scorpions. There's to some degree a fear of dying, not necessarily of dying, but more just no longer being alive. Purely from the point of view of I have a very comfortable life so far, and I have a lot of good people in my life, and worked really hard to make sure that those people are in my life, and that those are the only people who I can really consider being in my life. And so I guess from that relational point of view, it's fear of suddenly, because I don't know exactly what life is like, or what an afterlife is like, but I think from this side of the coin, it just feels like I might miss the good things about this life. And I think the other main one is just not living up to the potential that I have. I put a lot of time and effort and practice into the things that I do and the things that I enjoy. And yeah, I guess there's just a fear that for whatever reason, whether it's getting distracted or ill health or an accident or something, like not getting to really do those things anymore, or to do those things well. That's probably a very real fear of mine. I think that's about it.
What I fear in life most is being stuck, as I have been this year, actually, just stuck in the same patterns and cycles, because then we kind of forget like the beauty that is life, because life is always moving and always changing, and if we don't change with it, then we will find ourselves like looking around and be like, well, how has everything passed me by? Like, what have I missed here? And it's everything. So I fear forgetting myself and forgetting like the big reasons why I feel I'm here, and getting too caught up in the small things that don't really like amount to anything in my grave, like, money or riches and popularity and such. I don't know, like, I think I fear not appreciating life in its beauty.
What do I fear? My biggest fear is definitely the fear of failure. And I don't mean that in the sense of like failing individual things, because like I don't mind failing here and there. I think we all like fall down occasionally, and that's normal. But my biggest fear is definitely getting to the end of my life and feeling like I could have done more, or I hadn't achieved even close to what I was hoping to achieve, and feeling like I'd failed at life overall. Because I know it's a cliche, but again, it's like a cliche for a reason. Like, you only get kind of one go at life, and if I got to the end of mine and had loads of regrets, then that's definitely my biggest fear.
I feel like the first thing that comes to my mind when someone asks me what my fear is always like loss, like losing people. Because like I've experienced loss before, where it's like different family members, but never to the point where it's like someone immediate. And I feel like that would just be my biggest fear, is losing someone in my immediate family. But then it's also fear that can definitely happen and it's inevitable. So that's scary as well. But maybe that just means that I need to be more accepting of it. And more accepting of it so that it's not too much of a big fear when it does happen. But yeah, that's a fear of mine, is just losing someone.
I fear being completely alone. I think that living with depression puts people in precarious positions that, oftentimes they say when there's a room full of people, you feel the most alone. But I fear the most that I'll be left alone without the people who love and support me and care for me and for what I do. Because genuinely, without the support system that I have, I'm nothing. I mean, I have the best supervisor in the world right now. He has been so supportive in everything. And thanks to him believing in me, I won an award recently for my research. I mean, my parents are really supportive, my family, my friends, and having them out of my life is just a really, really big fear of mine.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching, and I will post the social media links below if you want to follow us. But most importantly, I hope this gives you an understanding of perhaps how you'd like to answer these questions yourself, and encourage conversation with your close friends and family as well. I hope to see you next time.